Let's talk about the success of the Telford Steam Railway. They've got some very big expansion plans for the coming years, including a line taking passengers to Ironbridge. And the success of its Polar Express events at Christmas is making a lot of this possible. It's transformed the charity's turnover, and that is no exaggeration. Paul Hughes can tell you more this morning. He's one of the Railways directors. He's with me in the studio. Hello, Paul. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So when did the Polar Express event start?
We started 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we were just entering year 3.
And the idea of it was what?
We used to run a Thomas the Tank Engine event at Christmas, which a lot of the listeners will remember. But when Drayton Manor opened their Thomas Land, it kind of got a little bit difficult to
Pulled
compete.
the rug from underneath you, didn't it? Yeah.
And then the other thing was at the same time the licence holder was imposing more stricter controls, which meant there was more costs, and it got to the point where it wasn't really worth the effort. So we went back to doing some normal Santa specials. But I was always kind of on the lookout for something new, something, the next big thing. The Polar Express events have been run quite successfully in the US for quite some time. And there was 2 railways in this country that did it. And I was kind of Oliver style, sort of went with the begging, please sir, can I play with your toys to Warner Brothers? Yeah. And spent kind of 6 months courting them to, convince them that we were capable of running an event of this size, to which they agreed to. And we started off, we put it on Facebook. We use Facebook a lot for our online sort of marketing. And the first year, it just went crazy. The first posts we kind of put out got shared to about 120,000 people. And it was at that point you think, I think we might have just created a monster. And it's gone from there. This year, we've sold just shy of 23,000 tickets in 36 hours in April. In April for Christmas.
For the Polar Express at Christmas?
Yeah.
Wow. So what have you got? What sort of engine have you got?
So we decided right from the start we were going to do this, as well as we could do and correct. So we go right down to the fact that we actually have an American-built steam loco, which is as close to the one in the film that you can get in this country.
Where'd you get that from?
It's actually based at the Churnet Valley Railway in Staffordshire.
Near Leek. Near Leek. I used to live round the corner. I know exactly where it is.
The owner, he has 2.
Right.
Not content with one, he has 2. So, and he's really bought into it. Last year we had cow catchers and headlights, just like the real thing.
Stupid question. Never stopped me before. Stupid question. How do you get it from the Churnet Valley Railway to here?
Unfortunately, we don't have a railway line between the two of us.
No.
That would be very nice, but we don't. So I'm afraid the lorry has to do it.
Ah, right. Okay. So what happens then? Polar Express, you've got the engine on the front. How many carriages you got?
We have 4 carriages.
Right, okay.
So 250 people approximately per train. And the best way to describe Polar Express, it isn't a train ride. The train ride is almost coincidental. It's theatre.
Because you've not got a lot of track.
No, and it's theatre, and it is pure theatre on a train.
Is it?
So we actually, because as you say, we don't have a lot of track at the moment, we actually set it up that we actually do sort of shuttles backwards and forwards. But because most of it's set in the dark, in the night, there's no lights in the cut-in, we move along at a very steady walking pace, but that's enough to make the train feel as if it's moving. And because each carriage has 5 actors on board, they've so engaged with the customers, the passengers, that they really don't know.
So that's what it is. It is theatre on the train.
Yes, yeah, pure theatre.
Bet the kids love this. Bet the mums and dads love it.
Well, when we set it off, it's quite an emotional story if you know the film.
It's based on the film.
Oh, yeah.
I do know it. Yeah, my grandson
really
loved
is. It really is a live adaptation of the film.
Right.
Right from the start, that we open it exactly the same as the film opens. I lay quietly, softly in my bed, waiting for a sound that a friend had told me I'd never hear, the ringing bells of Santa's sleigh. Ding, ding, and that's exactly how it starts. Yeah. Then it builds up, and this dirty, great big steam engine appears out of the darkness and rolls into the station. The conductor gets off. It's, well, you're coming. Where to? The North Pole. He then invites all the other boys and girls to get on the train, and then we serve hot chocolate and cookies on the train with dancing chefs. The story's read, and then we arrive at the North Pole. Then our man in the red suit arrives on the train and gives every passenger the first gift of Christmas, which is a bell from Santa's sleigh.
What a brilliant idea. I've got chills even thinking about it. It's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, well, I said at the start, if I could make the adults sort of a bit teary, then we would absolutely nail it.
Wonderful.
And I met somebody the other day, and he didn't know I was involved with it. And he said, "Oh yeah," he says, "my wife was in tears when the train arrived." And it's like, yeah, gotcha.
You got them then, haven't you? You got them then.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Is it sold out?
Completely.
Is it already?
As I say, 36 hours in April.
Right, okay.
And we were sold out.
Right. So, here's a bit of advance notice, by the way, for 2019. Keep an eye on things in April if you want to go and get yourself in there.
Oh, definitely.
So this has transformed your finances?
It has, yes. I mean, it's a hugely expensive event to put on. And obviously there is Warner Brothers do reasonably well out of it. But the way I look at it is like kind of a Dragon's Den question. Do you want 100% of a chocolate muffin? Or do you want a nice, slice of a 22-tier wedding cake? And that's what we've gone for. So we've had to invest huge amounts of money in new rolling stock.
But you're getting it back.
Yes, yeah. But it's funding it. That's the thing. That the Polar Express is funding it. To the point now we've made most of the investments in the event to sustain the event and the equipment for the event. We're now looking at putting that money back into the railway. So
you want to expand the line, don't you?
Yeah. So next year, early spring next year, we'll be letting a contract for contractors to come in and double the length of the line.
From what, 1K to 2K or something?
Yeah, it'll take us from Horsey down to Doseley.
Right.
We'll have contractors in, and the contractor will achieve that in 5 to 6 weeks.
How far would you like to go?
We want to go right the way to Buildwas.
Do you?
We do. Yeah.
Now, this is timely, isn't it? Because you know about the power station redevelopment site and everything else.
Yeah.
And lots of people are saying there ought to be a railway line down there.
Yeah, we're heavily involved with that. We were at the stakeholder meeting with
At the power station?
With the power station.
Yeah.
We've had very good talks with Network Rail over the Ironbridge branch, the Madeley branch for there. Lots of talks with Telford and Wrekin Council and things. So I think the right people are around the table. It's just how it quite pans out yet is we don't know, and that's because Haworth don't really, they're only just starting to firm up
They're
their
the owners
plans.
of the site now.
Yeah, they own the power station, so they're only just starting to get an understanding of what they're trying to achieve.
Could be good though, couldn't it?
Oh yeah,
Another 5 to 10 years. You never know, do you?
No.
And you never have dreamt like this 2, 3, 4 years ago before you started.
Well, the Polar Express has added that missing ingredient that the railways always struggled for. And for want of a better word, it's cold hard cash. And that's been the missing ingredient. We've had the aspirations and the things, but railways are just hugely expensive things to build and run.
Indeed, yeah. But it's magic and it's theatre.
It's theatre.
When does it start? What date does it start? Not that it matters, but we'll just do it for the record.
30th of November.
Is it?
Through till the 23rd of December.
Yeah, going to be magic. Get in for April next year. If you want to get your tickets for next time, because it's sold out this time. It's good to see success, Paul. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Keep us posted.
Will do.
Please do. Mean that. That's fantastic. Telford Steam Railway. Fantastic. Is your turnover about $1 million now?
When we put our tickets on sale next year,
$1 million.
we will break the £1 million barrier.
From 100,000?
From below 100,000.
Whoa, what? Tenfold and more.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Good to see you, Paul. Thank you.